Enhancing pharmaceutical safety, new guidelines for product traceability in India. In a proactive move to combat the growing issue of fake and spurious medicines, the Drugs Controller General of India, DCGI, has introduced a comprehensive set of standard operating procedures and guidelines aimed at improving product traceability across the pharmaceutical supply chain. This initiative comes in response to increasing concerns about the authenticity and safety of medicines in the country. Addressing the challenge of traceability. One of the primary challenges in ensuring the safety of pharmaceutical products is maintaining proper documentation throughout the distribution channel. With the rise of counterfeit drugs and adulteration cases, the ability to trace a product's journey from production to the end user has become crucial. The new guidelines focus on implementing good distribution practices, GDP, to address these issues effectively. The DCGI's guidelines are designed to facilitate seamless traceability of medicines, which will enable authorities to pinpoint the exact stage in the supply chain where contamination or the introduction of spurious drugs occurred. This enhanced traceability is expected to significantly improve the ability to identify and address safety breaches, thereby protecting public health. Global scrutiny and domestic reforms. The introduction of these guidelines is particularly timely, given the recent international scrutiny faced by the Indian pharmaceutical industry. Allegations linking spurious cough syrups from India to the deaths of children in Gambia, Cameroon, and Uzbekistan have brought global attention to the need for stringent measures to ensure the safety and integrity of medicines. In response to these concerns, the DCGI held a consultative committee meeting in June to discuss the integration of good distribution practices into the Drugs and Cosmetic Rules of 1945. The meeting underscored the need for mandatory guidelines, as the current voluntary nature of these practices has led to inconsistencies in how manufacturers ensure the proper storage and handling of drugs throughout the supply chain. Moving forward, stakeholder involvement. The draft guidelines have been developed in alignment with World Health Organization (WHO) standards, reflecting a commitment to global best practices. To ensure that these guidelines are robust and effective, the DCGI is inviting stakeholders to provide comments and suggestions over the next 30 days before finalizing the rules. This collaborative approach is intended to refine the guidelines and address any potential gaps, ensuring that the final regulations will be both practical and impactful in enhancing the safety and traceability of pharmaceutical products. Conclusion. The DCGI's new guidelines mark a significant step forward in addressing the critical issue of product traceability in India's pharmaceutical industry. By aligning with international standards and incorporating stakeholder feedback, these measures aim to bolster the integrity of the supply chain and protect consumers from the risks posed by counterfeit and adulterated medicines. As these guidelines move toward finalization, they represent a pivotal moment in strengthening the safety and reliability of pharmaceutical distribution in India. Stay tuned for updates as the final rules are implemented and take effect, marking a new era of enhanced pharmaceutical safety and transparency in the Indian market.